Hi, it's Alexis.
And Christian from Tiny House Expedition. And we built our tiny house way back in 2014.
With the help of friends and family, over 9 months of ups and downs and trial and error, it was all worth it in the end.
We built a cozy custom home of our own that led us to an adventure of a lifetime. And now we're working on a shuttle bus conversion.
In our DIY Tiny Home Build Stories series, we hope to inspire and empower you to take on your own build by yourself or with help.
I needed help. I definitely needed help.
Hi, I'm Mary Lou.
Hi, I'm Jacob.
And this is our bus, the Prancing Pony.
We're currently out in Quartzsite, Arizona in the Kofa Wildlife Preserve. Together, we've been discussing tiny living for a long time, probably as early as 2012. And just like watching other people do it on YouTube and just kind of being inspired by the idea of living with less, that always really spoke to both of us, I think.
I first fell in love with Airstreams, the whole vintage Americana classic tin can with curves, and I just fell in love with the possibilities of architecture because you live in boxes for so long. And then I discovered schoolies, and I think that was it. We were like, yeah, whenever this happens, it's gonna be a bus.
We got interested in schoolies just because of the size possibilities as opposed to like a van or something smaller. And shuttle buses in particular, it's just easier to stand up straight in. They tend to be taller.
We're both quite tall. I'm 5'9" and you're about 6'2".
Yeah. And what I love about this, specifically since we got it, is it's so easy to drive. We didn't get, a ridiculously long shuttle bus or anything. It's 23 feet, so it's pretty maneuverable, but it also just feels much more like a regular vehicle, like a van. I don't feel like I'm driving a tank when I drive it, so that's nice. I also think for us, going from scratch like this was a really exciting thing because every choice we made was about what we wanted. We didn't have to figure out how to compromise on anything because it was all just like, well, we're gonna do this because we need this, we like this, and not anything extraneous. So that's been really nice,
yeah.
I think.
I mean, you've also had the dream for years to build your own house.
Yeah, and we more or less did. I still would like to build a house someday.
Part of what really made this build possible for us and able to do it in the time that we did it is we built through the beautiful humans at Latch Collective, which is a tiny house and affordable housing group of just the most wonderful people. I've never in one place met so many people that have the same values and are excited about the same things, and it makes you feel like your dreams are more attainable. So we not only had the wealth of knowledge through both the people at Latch and their libraries, but we were able to use their tools, and that was a game changer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their tools and their space, and also their support and just the encouragement. Being a part of a group like that was really, really helpful for us. Yeah. Because we'd never done anything like this before,
We built this rig with our two Hobbit kitties in mind, Meriadoc and Pippin, our two beautiful boys. So it informed most decisions. We have hyper intelligent cats. Some people's cats are just muffins and they don't like to really get into things, but our cats chew cables and stuff. They are rescues, so things like chewing on oral fixation problems due to things when they were a kitten are a problem. So we wanted all of our wiring to be behind walls because I didn't want to have to worry about any of that. Everything here with our windowsills, that was a huge thing. Not only did it give us a little extra room for our insulation, but we wanted to make sure there was a cat perch everywhere. The material we chose for our couches is all with the cats in mind. The kind of closures on our cabinets are all with the cats in mind. Obviously, we have specific places for cat perches because these two lived in an apartment in Los Angeles for their entire lives. So finding and incorporating different things like scratch posts, toys, playtime, walks to keep them engaged, to keep their brains working. They're a huge priority just in our lives in general, and that reflects in how we build things as well. This is something we changed recently. This used to be a passenger seat, but we decided to take it out for additional storage and, of course, an extra cat lounge by the window. Living in Los Angeles in our apartment, the boys only had so many windows to see out of every day. So the fact that we get to change their view, they get to see deer and foxes and oaks and cacti and all the sorts of things. They absolutely love window perching. So we wanted to not just put this bed here, but also put windowsills on every single window in the bus so that they can perch and enjoy it. And goodness me, do they take advantage of that? The other stool we wrapped around a little sisal rope for the cats to scratch, and they actually really love it. I was nervous about the furniture in here, but they're doing great.
Our plans for the bed had to change kind of last minute.
A lot. They changed a lot.
We weren't planning on having a bed we had to convert every day. And I was a little nervous about that getting tiresome, but honestly, it's one of my favorite parts of the day because it really feels very meaningful and purposeful, and it's something we do specifically for ourselves that really improves our lives. It doesn't take that long or too much effort, but it's, you know, it's just a really nice ritual to have.
This is a convertible area. This converts into a bed and also, as you can see, a sort of lounge dinette working area. We decided to put a loft space in. Originally, we were going to do a lift bed, so we were allowing in our plans for extra overhead space. Instead, we decided to just make it a static loft. We store our extra bed cushions up there. Our cats love it up there. Again, we thought we were building this bus for us. No, it's all built for the cats. Yeah, pillows, blankets, all of that just kind of tucks away and makes it really easy. And then when you come into this area, we have our couches. I upholstered these myself with all the little buttons and everything. This is actually all one mattress. If you cut up a mattress, don't do what we did because it was really hard. We took a mattress and we sliced it in half height-wise and then chopped it up also. So this is like the bottom half of the couch, which I mean we got the foam out of. I really loved our mattress, so I wanted to keep it. And then the cushions on the couch as well are the same mattress, also upholstered, and there is some hidden storage here as well. For the sake of being able to actually lean back instead of it being a flat 90-degree angle, it's a lot more comfortable if it's at an angle. So that gave us a little extra space. So you just tilt it forward. We keep our projector, DVD player, our Nintendo Switch is over here, extra video games, DVDs, and we can also keep an eye on our water inlet is back here as well because our water storage, our freshwater storage, is inside underneath the couch.
Behind this couch here, this is where the accessible door is from the outside. So we blocked it off up top and we built actually a double wall. So most of the walls in here, we had the metal of the bus, and then we were able to put insulation behind our walls. Since there wasn't anything here, we built our own exterior wall so that we could insulate that. Yeah, but the insulation that we used all around the bus is Havelock wool. So it's wool insulation. We used, I think, 1.5 inches all around. So we are very, very well insulated and also very soundproof in here, which is great because we're musicians, and it's really nice to be able to have that soundproof box all around. And we actually put it in the ceiling and the floors too. So we are completely surrounded by wool. Demolition was the hardest part. Taking what was here down, so the wall paneling that was in here, you know, we knew we wanted to get rid of it, but as soon as we started to take it down, we realized that there was moldy spray foam insulation underneath, and all the framing was just covered in rust, and it was just a mess. The window frames, the rings around them that were holding them in place didn't quite fit. So we had to do a lot of hard work to get this even ready to start putting the stuff in that we wanted to. And that took a lot longer than we expected. That took about 6-ish months.
You usually think about being able to build, like make a cabinet, make a wall, that sort of thing. But we had to do so much before we got to that point. And we took great care. We had a full rundown of the vehicle. It was from Southern California, so we didn't think it would have any water damage or rusting or anything like that, but surprise, it did. So just between that and then also gutting the bus electrical as part of the demo was really stressful. Making sure we didn't have any power draws and this and that and the other thing, and all of the steps that had to take place before we got to the point where we could actually build. Working with wood and everything was the fun part, the easy part, the part that you anticipate, and it's just glorious when you get there. But yeah, definitely the prep work to get to the point of being able to build your build.
We learned a lot.
Oh, you betcha. I think the most rewarding part for me is living in something I made. And, you know, even before we were living in it, I was like, wow, I made all of these windowsills, and I know it's insulated and beautiful, and it works so well for recording because the wool insulation does such a good job with sound deadening, and it also does such a good job with moisture management. So I was really happy with that, and just incorporating that everywhere, and just like sitting on the couch and be like, yeah, I made this.
Yeah.
Literally every part of it. We sculpted the shape into a piece of plywood and then designing the curves, drawing the curves. It's a lot of work and it takes a little longer, but jeepers, that's just freaking wonderful.
I feel like there was a long period of time during the build where we couldn't see any of the finished product because there's so many steps to get to where you want to be, so that once we got to a certain point, so many things just started to fall into place really fast because we'd already done so much work, and that felt really, really gratifying, you know, to just all of a sudden we had a living space because we had done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already.
It's Alexis again.
And Christian from Tiny House Expedition. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And to watch the full tour of the DIY tiny home you just learned about, click over here.